The first time I went to Ulm, I was a student, 20 something, no money, on a university guided tour that I absolutely did not listen to. Not because I wasn't curious, but because I wanted to pee. I wanted to pee so bad that I just could not concentrate on anything else, nothing about the guided tour. And I know a lot of you might relate to this situation or this experience. If you do, let me know in the comments. And so here we are again going to Ulm together. Where are we going today?
नहीं पता उल्म
And I will tell you more about my Ulm trip. The previous one I meant later, but now here comes my train. And my main objective right now is to get a good seat. That is a good window seat because you already know that I'm a sucker for a window seat. Well, I panicked, but it wasn't worth it because the entire train is quite empty and I can select whichever seat I want. I wanted to sit on the first floor of the train, but then my husband came and he's like, there are better seats downstairs. Come, let's go there. And then, yeah, I had to go downstairs and sit there. But also, the downstairs seat was very nice and I had a big window. So now that I'm settled, it's time to eat something because no trip is complete without good food, right? And after a quick 45 to 50 minutes ride, we are here in Ulm. And the best part is you can already see Ulm Münster from the train station or the Bahnhof because, of course, you have to see it because it is the tallest church ever in the world. It is the tallest church in the world, and of course, you'll see it from the Bahnhof, right? So, do you know the second thing that Ulm is famous for? If you don't, stay tuned, I will take you there. Okay, now let's complete the story where I had to pee so bad that I forgot to enjoy Ulm. Yes, the entire duration of the guided tour, that was for 3 or 4 hours, where they were taking us to important sites in Ulm and all through the beautiful city. And all I wanted to do was pee. And it was also a Sunday. And in Germany, on Sundays, everything is closed. All the shopping malls, everything is closed. And I was searching for a public bathroom. Now you'll ask me, why did I not go to a restaurant or a cafe or something to pee? Yeah, yeah, I'll tell you that later. But now here we are at the Ulm Rathaus or the Ulm City Office, City Hall. Yeah, City Hall is the correct word. I remember seeing this even during my college trip or university trip and all these beautiful paintings on it. The guide, of course, explained all of these to me, what they were and everything. But yeah, your girl did not listen to a word. But this Ulm, the alphabets, this was not there the last time I was here, and I find it really beautiful and really colorful and complementing the Rathaus. And now it's time for a picture with this Ulm. Now let's get back to my story where I had to pee so bad. Okay, so now your question is, why did I not go to a cafe and was searching for a public bathroom? Yes, because I did not have a penny in my pocket. Okay, and that's how student life or student life abroad is. You don't have enough money and you're just making somehow ends meet, maybe from your blocked account or maybe from your student job. So that's how it is. Even though we students show our fancy life on Instagram and Facebook, inside we are broke, totally broke. We have nothing in our wallet and our soul is crying. Look, we are already inside the tallest church in the world, and all you see here are stained glasses. It is a type of medieval architecture where they painted on these glasses and it reflected lights. And can you believe this has lived through so many things in the history, the Black Death, the World War, everything, and it still looks so spectacularly beautiful and reflects light so beautifully, showing you that as a student or as any other person, hope is still there for all of us. And yeah, I missed this place last time because of my, you know that now. By now, I was already starting to get hungry and I wanted to go out. And I wanted to eat something really nice. And what would I eat when I'm in Baden-Württemberg and the border of Bavaria? Of course, I would eat a big Jägerschnitzel. So I searched for a restaurant around and went in search of this restaurant which served the best Jägerschnitzel in Ulm. And at just that moment, I started reflecting that last time when I was in Ulm, that was 10 years ago as a student, I remember bringing a lunch box along with me to eat because I could not afford going to a restaurant. And I think it is the same for most of the students, international students living here. We go to Switzerland, we go to Belgium, we go to Amsterdam or anywhere, even on day trips, and we are always eating from our lunch box, which we have packed because we cannot save money on transport or other things, but at least on food we can save money, right? And this is the cafe that I went to eat my schnitzel. Beautiful menu, so many options, but I know exactly what I'm eating. This beauty! Jäger Schnitzel with mushroom sauce and lots of pommes. Talking of pommes, this is not what you get in India or anywhere. The McDonald's fries, they suck. This is the OG pommes, and we all love pommes. Tummy full, heart full. Now let's go to the next place, and this is the spot for which Ulm is famous for. The second thing that I told you, remember? So yeah, we got into this bus and we're passing through beautiful Ulm, and we are going to. Wait, I won't tell you. I will take you with me there. Come along. The last time I came to Ulm, I did not come here because I don't know, maybe the guided tour took us here as well, but I was not there because by then I had found a bathroom and I had escaped the group tour and I was on my own by that time. But I think we came here and I missed it, but glad that I'm here again back. Look at all of these half timbered houses. These are specialty of this region, this state, and they are very old. And I'm sometimes surprised how the newest of the constructions fall apart. The newest of the roads and everything have potholes, and these very old buildings just stay so strong, so beautiful. And what are these made of? I think the engineers of the older times were so much better than the engineers of now, probably because of why these beautiful buildings are still standing and the ones which are built now just fall apart. And we are finally here. So yeah, Ulm. Why Ulm is famous for? The Ulm is birthplace of Albert Einstein. Yes, the guy who made our childhood miserable with all his physics laws and formulas and everything. This is his birthplace, and what you see right now in front of me is Einstein Fountain. So yeah, let's go closer and you will only enjoy this if you're a geek. So up close there is Einstein with his famous pose, that is the tongue out. And then if you go behind, you can see that there is a structure kind of thing which shows that his brain is exploded. Is it exploded? Or maybe that how humongous his brain is and how much of ideas that he has in them. And it's the entire structure. It's like an universe in his brain and all the structures and engines and everything in his brain. But this is so cool. But yeah, you'll only enjoy it if you're a geek. And right opposite to this fountain, even though it has no water, is this one missing stone. Can you see that missing brick here? If you look closely to it, you can see Einstein on it, and on top up is this floating stone. Okay, a single floating stone. And I get it because Einstein in German means one stone, and that's what they have done here, one single floating stone on the top. How cool! I mean, these people are genius. Now, after all of these Einstein geek and nerd stuff, let's go to the city walls. Ulm is surrounded by these walls, medieval walls, and that gives you a feel like you have time traveled. Look at this random cave like thing. So cool, right? And now let's go to the coolest place in entire Germany. What if I told you that in Ulm, a river separates two cities? Not just two cities, two states. So on this side of the river is Baden-Württemberg, and so this side is called Ulm, and the other side is Neu-Ulm, that is New Ulm. And I have a fun student story here. So one of my friend used to live in Neu-Ulm, and if you know Germany, you know that shops are all closed on Sundays, but in Bavaria, the shops every day they close at 8 p.m. And as a student, my friend was living on the other side, and they told me that whenever the shops are closed and they want to buy something after 8 p.m., they used to just cross the bridge, walk across the river, and come to this state of Baden-Württemberg and then buy things from there, because shops in Baden-Württemberg are usually open till like 10 or sometimes even 12. And how cool is that? Like, you go to another state for shopping, you go to another city just for shopping by crossing a bridge and this river. And just when I thought there was no adventure happening on this Ulm trip and everything was going well, it started raining. Raining in Germany, and I'm not talking about polite German drizzle, a full committed summer downpour, the kind that arrives without warning and immediately makes everything 10 degrees cooler and completely soaks through your shoes in approximately like 45 seconds. Yeah, that was this rain. And the best part, I had checked the weather in the morning and there was no rain. But here we are. Because of the rain, I had to abruptly stop my trip, get into a cab, and go to the train station to go back to Stuttgart. But I'm so grateful in this very moment because I'm in a cab on a rainy day. And this itself is a privilege. Oh, that's my husband, by the way, with my pink umbrella, which is broken. Yeah, the rain was that bad. You might think that I'm mad to call cab a privilege or even going to a restaurant or a cafe a privilege, but as a student 10 years ago when I came to Ulm, I couldn't afford any of this. So yeah, it's a privilege and I will be forever grateful. So if you are a student in Germany or somewhere else, or if you're planning to start studying, or if you're planning to take some risk or start something new, take this as a sign that if it has worked for me, it will also work out for you. And now we get into our train and look at the beauty outside and eat this Himbeer croissant, which is raspberry croissant. And home reminded me that I'm flying to India tomorrow, baby. And if you have not subscribed yet, please subscribe for all the wonderful India adventures. Bye.